What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets. Hope everybody had an excellent weekend. As most of you know by now, I like to do a series of videos discussing life issues or mental health issues. And this one's going to be about dealing with setbacks. In the past, we covered dealing with anxiety and depression, something near and dear to my heart, dealing with adversity. And a setback is usually something that takes a little period of time to accumulate, and then you realize it happened and it was too late, where you're like, the damage is already done. Whether it's financially, emotionally, physically, and you find yourself in a spot where you're just beating yourself up. Say if it's weight gain, like you've been trying to lose weight, you actually gained 15 pounds. And you sit there like, how did I get here? And you're mad at yourself when you're depressed. But the most important thing is you can't wallow in it. You own it. You try to figure out, where did things go wrong? What got me here? And how do I fix it? How do I move forward? The next thing is, you don't tell yourself you can never get back to where you were. I hear that so many times in the gym where, guys are in great shape, fighters are training, and something happens, they take time off, whatever else, come back like, I wish I can get back to where I was. How do you know you can't? You can actually get better. You have no idea unless you try. So don't sell yourself short. The other thing is, set realistic goals. Say if you were trying to save a lot of money, you didn't do it. If you want to, save $10,000 and you're not going to do it in a week. So have realistic goals. Like, all right, my path to my road back is going to be, I want to do, $300 a month or $400 a month or whatever it is. That's reasonable, where you could see your growth and not get discouraged along the way. I mean, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be easy. But if you have a realistic plan where you could see your growth and development, you'll find yourself, start becoming proud of yourself. You'll see the momentum, and then you're going to want to build on it. The other thing is, if you have to ask for help, ask for help. A lot of times where we find ourselves in those tough spots, whether, like I said, financially, you can ask an advisor, ask a friend, ask a family member. If it's physically, you want, if it's a fitness thing, ask, there's all kinds of resources you can use. But don't think you have this burden on yourself where you put yourself in a little bit of a hole, you don't know how to get out of it, and you have to rely on yourself to do it. If you got there, you can always say, hey, you know what? I'm in this situation. What would you do? Take recommendations, use online resources. But there's a million ways to bounce back and be better than ever, or to at least recoup what you lost. So I guess the moral of the story is, everybody in this world deals with setbacks, deals with adversity, deals with all these things. The key is to own it, understand it, and move forward from it. And don't let it define you. That's the one thing. It's like, if something bad happens to you and you don't feel your best, do your best to get out of that, to make yourself the best person that you can be in whatever situation it is. So kind of like a ramble a little bit here, but I've heard this a couple times in the past couple of weeks where, a fighter just kind of lost his way a little bit and he kind of was giving up. I'm like, you can't give up, man. Like, you have all the talent in the world. Every day is an opportunity. So if you're not, you're not going to go from, amateur to pro in a day, but you can do it in 6 months. Just keep at it, keep working, keep believing in yourself, and find a way. Find ways to improve, don't find excuses, and don't find ways to regress. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.